Hey everyone, welcome back to Mind-Blowing Top 5, where we unravel the world's most mystifying and captivating stories. Today, we have an episode that's going to challenge stereotypes, provoke thought, and perhaps even shock you. We're talking about the top 5 most dangerous female gangs from around the world. Before we get into it, remember to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an episode. Alright, let's jump in. We often hear about criminal organizations led by men, but there's another side of the underworld that's equally intriguing and far less talked about: female gangs. Now, just to clarify, the term female gang doesn't necessarily mean an all-woman gang. It could also refer to groups where women play significant roles. A quick disclaimer, this video is meant to inform and educate. It's crucial to remember that criminal activities harm communities and individuals, both physically and psychologically. Our goal is not to glamorize these groups, but to shed light on a lesser-known aspect of crime. The Pink Panthers, Serbia. Starting off our list from number 5, we have the Pink Panthers, a group we've discussed before on this channel. This criminal network of jewel thieves originated from Serbia and includes both men and women. The Pink Panthers is a name that wouldn't be out of place in a Hollywood blockbuster, and indeed, their exploits seem scripted for the silver screen. But how did this group get their evocative name? The name Pink Panthers was actually bestowed upon them by Interpol, inspired by a 1993 heist in London where they left behind a jar of face cream. A scene resembling one from the original Pink Panther films starring Peter Sellers. Originating from the Balkans, particularly Serbia, this group emerged in the chaos following the Yugoslav wars in the late 1990s. The fractured political landscape gave rise to various criminal organizations, and among them were the Pink Panthers, who soon expanded their operations globally. The Pink Panthers have become almost legendary for their meticulously planned heists. And let's make it clear, these aren't your run-of-the-mill burglars.
Yo, cops are coming, man. We gotta go. Oh, man, this is not gonna get the fuck out of here.
Think Ocean's 11, but in real life. Their operations have included everything from stealing a diamond from a yacht in St. Tropez to driving 2 cars through a Dubai mall right into a jewelry store. An aspect that sets this group apart is the involvement of women in their operations. Contrary to the male-dominated underworld, women in the Pink Panthers play crucial roles in intelligence gathering, planning, and even execution. Their involvement makes this network not just diverse, but also highly adaptive, capable of flying under the radar of gender-biased investigations. While their heists might sound thrilling, we must remember that these are criminal acts with victims. These activities have consequences affecting businesses, raising insurance costs, and traumatizing people involved. Interpol and various national police forces have been on their tail for years. While some members have been caught, it is believed that the network remains active, continually evolving their methods to outwit law enforcement.
Police arresting 5 suspected members of the notorious Pink Panther gang during a jewel heist in Barcelona.
Next on our list, the Black Widows of Russia. Next, we delve into a much darker realm with Russia's Black Widows. Primarily Chechen, these women have been involved in suicide bombings and terror attacks. The term Black Widow might conjure up images of Marvel's iconic superhero, but the Black Widows we're delving in today are far from fiction. Their story is rooted in very real and often painful historical events. To understand the Black Widows, one must first look at Chechnya. A small republic in the Caucasus, Chechnya has been a hotspot for conflict, primarily with Russia. The late 1990s and early 2000s saw 2 brutal wars between Russian forces and Chechen separatists. The capital, Grozny, once compared to a moonscape, was the epicenter.
Women attackers are known as Black Widows because it's thought, traditionally at least, that they were indeed the widows of Islamic militant fighters who had died, usually in Chechnya.
These women, often widows or sisters of fallen Chechen fighters, became suicide bombers, a weapon of last resort in a desperate struggle for independence.
Stop there, please. You must not speak about that. You must not speak about Ramzan Ahmatovic.
Their attire was symbolic, black chatters, sometimes with face veils, shrouding them in a cloak of sorrow and anonymity, with only one mission: retribution.
Where would we hide? The woman noticed my nerves and said, "Don't worry, if it explodes, everyone will get it regardless."
And indeed, it did. The Black Widows became notorious for their involvement in several high-profile terrorist attacks in Russia. From the chilling Moscow theater hostage crisis in 2002 to the heartbreaking Beslan school siege in 2004, the Black Widows left an indelible mark on Russian society. The impact of this group's actions is deeply destructive, touching the lives of numerous innocent people. The Black Widows upend traditional beliefs that portray women as docile or meek in situations involving violence. Number 3. The Maras, Central America's most feared gang. Moving on, we have the Maras, specifically Mara Salvatrucha, or MS-13, and their rival, Barrio 18. These gangs are notorious for their brutality and are primarily based in Central America, but have a presence in the United States as well. But how did the Maras come into existence? Contrary to popular belief, the roots of the Maras can be traced back to the streets of Los Angeles, California. Initially formed by Salvadorian immigrants, these gangs eventually spread to Central America, particularly El Salvador, Honduras, and Guatemala, following large-scale deportations in the 90s. The Maras are notorious for a wide range of criminal activities, including drug trafficking, human smuggling, and extortion. But what sets them apart is their notorious brutality and audacity. These gangs have their own unique subcultures, often identified through tattoos and hand signs. Initiation rituals known as jumping in often involve severe beatings to test loyalty and commitment. Women in the Maras face a unique set of challenges. While some actively participate in crimes, others are victimized by these gangs. Either way, the involvement of women adds a layer of complexity to the problem.
MS-13 and its rivals like the 18th Street Gang cause chaos and violence across Central America.
While the epicenter of Mara activity is in Central America, their influence reaches far beyond, even affecting the United States. The sheer scale of their operations has led to significant social and economic instability in the region. Efforts to combat the Maras have proven to be a daunting task. They have infiltrated multiple facets of society, from local communities to even some areas of government. This makes tackling the issue much more complicated for law enforcement agencies. Please remember that the aim of this video is to educate and inform, not to glorify or sensationalize criminal activities. And don't go anywhere yet, it's about to get more interesting. Before we get to our number 1 for the most dangerous female gangs in the world, this right here is our number 2. The 14K Triad, Hong Kong. The 14K Triad, one of the largest Chinese organized crime syndicates, originating from Hong Kong. The 14K Triad emerged in the 1940s during a period of immense political turmoil in China. After the Chinese Civil War, this group established a strong foothold in Hong Kong. From there, they expanded their operations, making them one of the largest and most powerful triads today. 14K Triad engages in a variety of illegal activities: drug trafficking, illegal gambling, extortion, and more. This isn't just a street gang, it's a well-organized criminal syndicate. One interesting aspect of the 14K Triad is its organizational structure. While it is highly hierarchical, it is also relatively fragmented, with various subgroups and factions operating semi-independently. This makes the group both adaptable and elusive. While the 14K Triad originated in Hong Kong, its reach is far from limited to the region. Over the decades, it has established operations in other parts of Asia, North America, and even Europe, making it a matter of international concern. It's a common misconception that triads are exclusively male organizations. Women have been part of the 14K Triad, often involved in intelligence gathering, financial handling, and sometimes even active operations. With a global reach, the 14K Triad is a highly complex and organized criminal network. Women in the group are just as capable and ruthless as their male counterparts, shattering gender stereotypes. Number 1. D Company, India. Last but not least, we have D Company, a criminal syndicate based in India which has extended its operations internationally. Before we delve into this riveting topic, I must pause and extend my deepest, most heartfelt gratitude to each and every one of you who has invested your precious time in watching my videos consistently. From the very core of my being, I can't thank you enough. It's your unwavering support that fuels my passion and drives me to aim higher, to do better. You're not just viewers, you're my inspiration, my driving force. I solemnly pledge to continue elevating the quality of the content I offer you, to keep feeding your curiosity and ours. Thank you, my friends, my extended family. Really, I love you all, more than words can express. If you haven't yet, please take a moment to hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. That way, you won't miss out on any of the gripping stories we'll explore in future videos. Now, with anticipation hanging thick in the air, let's plunge into the enigmatic and dark world of this notorious criminal gang, D Company. D Company, led by Dawood Ibrahim, has its roots in the bylanes of Dongri, Mumbai. It rose to prominence in the 1980s, capitalizing on the growing underworld activities during that period. From its humble beginnings, it evolved into a transnational crime syndicate involved in a multitude of illegal activities. D Company is involved in a wide range of illegal activities, including drug trafficking, extortion, and contract killings. Over the years, they've diversified into more complex activities like counterfeiting and even financing of terrorist activities. Dawood Ibrahim is the notorious leader of D Company and a master strategist. He fled India in the late 80s and is believed to be hiding in Pakistan, though this has never been officially confirmed. Though D Company originated in Mumbai, its influence extends far beyond the Indian subcontinent. They have operations in countries like the UAE, Afghanistan, and even some parts of Europe. The international reach of D Company makes it an issue of global concern. Efforts by the Indian government to dismantle D Company have been ongoing for decades, but the organization's elusive nature makes it incredibly challenging for law enforcement agencies to make a lasting impact. One of the most fascinating aspects of D Company is its alleged connection to the Bollywood film industry. From financing movies to influencing actors, the ties, though often speculative, add another layer of complexity. If you found this video intriguing, please hit the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more. Your opinions matter, so don't forget to leave a comment below. Until next time, stay informed and stay safe.